Hello, my name is Luis Robles. I am doing an assignment for Dr. Bab and for the class of ITS 250. The name of my project is the Pangea Ultima project. The question of the exercise that Dr. Bab gave me is invent a language or language fragments for some particular purpose or with some particular characteristics. Last term, I did an assignment for Dr. Bab on the Internet of Things, and I learned a lot on that assignment. And in this assignment this time, I'm going to expand a little more on the stuff that I learned on the Internet of Things assignments and stuff that I would like to see or create to help people and the Internet of Things develop. Well, you're probably thinking, what is Pangea? Pangea is a hypothetical supercontinent. You remember when the Earth was created, you had all the continents were together. That's why South America, the east coast of South America, looks just like a puzzle piece on the west coast of Africa. Any kid in school can see this. So Pangea is the name of that one supercontinent that was during the Triassic and Jurassic period. So why I choose this name? Because the internet, since the internet was created, the internet has connected all the continents back together at incredible speeds. And it's being so awesome now to be able to talk to someone from Tokyo just by the click of the button on your computer and instantly in nanoseconds. So that's why I picked this name because I'm not only the internet connected the whole world back together like it was back in the Triassic and Jurassic periods, but this project that I'm trying to create is going to evolve and develop into what is already existing. All that information, all the data, all those programs will be even more connected. They are going to be connected just like the continents were back at the Jurassic period. As you can see here, between the United States and Africa, we have the puzzle piece that I was telling you just at the beginning of the explanation of this name. Well, that's enough for geography. Let's get to the problem in hand. So, the problem at hand. Why I can refer to a data repository on the internet that has all the data that I want instead of having to teach the code or the computer each variable. The data is already there. It's been collected. We see it on Google. We can do the searches. We can do queries on the data. But why every time I have to write a program, I have to put all this data back into my program? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you cannot refer to another data repository when you're writing your code. You can do that. For example, in Visual Basic, you can refer to a Excel spreadsheet and tell the code to go get the data from the Excel spreadsheet. So you don't have to retype the code again and all that data back into your code. And you can actually send that for a loop, like you can see here. Here you can see how the program here refers to a worksheet in Excel and go gets the data for the code. Or you can do the same thing here and you can see how we do the same thing, but we have it on a loop. So yes, you can do that. But that's not what I'm trying to explain to you. What I'm trying to say is that we need to use all the data we have in the internet that has been growing exponentially for the last 10, 20 years towards our advantage. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. We can already grab the wheel that somebody else invented, put it on our code, and run with it. Now to the big question. How much data is there in the internet? Can we put a number to it? Has anybody go out there and count every byte on the internet? Well, one way we can answer this question is to look at the four big giants on the internet, which are Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Facebook. And we can estimate that they have 1,200 petabytes between them. So that is 1.2 million tetrabytes, which one terabyte is 1,000 gigabytes. But this figure does not include other big internet providers and data providers like Dropbox, Barracuda, SugarSync, other servers, other people running servers from their houses. We probably will not know exactly how much data is out there on the internet to begin with. One thing we are sure is that this data is growing. How much is growing? So to find out how much data there is on the internet, or how much data there is going to be on the internet, we're going to talk to Mr. Gordon Moore. Gordon Moore was the co-founder of Intel. He predicted that the number of transistors per square inch on an integrated circuit will double every year, and it has doubled since the integrated circuit was invented. Well, this became a law called Morse's law. Nowadays, we do not use the 12 months. We use 18 months. Every 18 months, the data will double. So the data that we know today in 18 months will double. The capacity to store data will double. Why there's so much data? And why is the data growing exponentially through all these years? Well, because we human like to know things, and we reach out to other people, we discover and we put it on the web so other people can use our discoveries. But now we got something called the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is a network of physical devices, vehicles, homes, appliances, and other items embedded with electronics, software, sensors, actuators, and network connectivity, which enables this object to connect, exchange data. Now, data, again, here we are with all this data from the Internet of Things being collected. All this data can be used for good. What can we do with all this data? I said we can use it for good. So what I'm proposing is that we need to create a new system that will incorporate all the data already in the World Wide Web and the dark web, because you know that the internet is not all that is out there. For those of you guys that don't know, go ahead and download Tor and start searching the dark web to see what is out there. There's a lot of bad things out there. Yes, the people use it for bad, but there's also a lot of good things and a lot of free thinking people out there. A lot of good programmers and hackers. So another thing is in the code, we can write a set of instructions that directly looks for the data on any website and incorporates the data directly into the program. The program will be shorter due to the instructions. Don't have to refer to each variable, and you have to write each variable's descriptions and simply just teach the computer how to go find on Google the information she needs, like hyperlinks in Wikipedia. You know, you're reading Wikipedia and you're like, oh, what that word means, and it's blue, you click on it and it'll take you to another page. Almost the same thing, but in our code. Like if the computer code doesn't know how to do something, she will just go directly to the internet, learn how to do it, come back and continue working on it. And don't get me wrong, there is some good AIs out there. There's great AIs, like for example, we have IBM Watson that is doing wonderful things. Amazon Alexa, I like what they're doing, except for, yes, they just want to make some money, but it's okay. To each their own. I don't condemn or anything that they're doing. Google doing great things. Those guys are doing amazing things for the world too. One database and one program, one system that I would like for you guys, especially you, Dr. Bath, if you're not familiar with it, Dr. Pelosi, Campbell University. I don't know why Campbell is not using ArcGIS. University of Puerto Rico, my mom is a professor at the University of Puerto Rico, and she uses this system for different things. And I'm going to play you a short video for you to see what it is before I go straight into my proposal.
Businesses are capturing vast quantities of data with the end goal of giving you more of what you want, when and where you need it. Whether that business is retail, government, planning, public safety, or healthcare, every industry under the sun benefits from location data and analysis. And ArcGIS is the location platform. It lets you do more with your data and deliver better outcomes. Businesses can see exactly where customers live to determine where to open stores and distribute products. Government agencies can show taxpayers where and how money is spent. Firefighters can access a digital floor plan while responding to a call. Hospitals determine demand for new vaccines or make sense of sudden outbreaks. This is possible because every information system, desktop solution, or mobile app can take advantage of location. ArcGIS fits them all: BI, CRM, SAP, ERP, or any information system you already use. Organizations that aren't paying attention to location data in their business systems are missing out.
We have integration between the CMMS and the GIS, so the maintenance management system and the GIS are linked. So what used to be spreadsheets and access databases going around, we've now consolidated that into one application. So we provide the information to the corporate services staff, and that's in turn used by the director's level to communicate to council.
This is no longer hit and miss. This is accurate data plotted on the Esri maps that helps determine where I need to put my people at what time of day to have the greatest impact and effect on crime. We've already seen a significant reduction in crime, numbers that are clearly calculable. It's all of these systems brought together, applied to finding a solution to our various crime problems that allows us to be successful.
We've been able to at least double or triple our amount of work using a mobile application and using ArcGIS technology in our office. Our mappers can map parcels faster, we can redraw areas much quicker, we can respond to requests for information much faster, our field crew can collect data much faster. So from start to finish, we've been able to increase our production.
ArcGIS makes it easy to share the maps you create. And we've got your back with technical support, user forums, online and in-person training, and free seminars throughout the world. Start now and see where ArcGIS can take you.
So going to my proposal, now that you know what ArcGIS is, I'm proposing to create a language, a technique, an AI, something that will use the most critical techniques in fact-finding requirements for the data and share the information with the systems interconnected with the Internet of Things and the rest of the world. For example, let me tell you, if ArcGIS can tell me where all these people are living, and it tells the consumers and the salespeople where the consumers live, it can also tell me which one of those consumers are living below the below poverty levels. With that, I can find and know that then people need help. Do you know how much food we throw away every day in our homes? Do you know how much food Walmart, McDonald's, all these companies, all these restaurants that have food change, all those products that go to waste? Why? Because they don't sell them, and then they go bad and they throw them into the trash. So what I'm proposing, my proposal is to create a smart system that will tell me all that food that is about to go bad 3 days to 1 week before it goes bad. We can grab that food, freeze it, store it, and ship it to those sectors that need the food. There's plenty of Americans, plenty of people out there that need help. And not only that, that's just the beginning. This Pangea's Ultimate project has unlimited potential, just like ArcGIS has. We can develop these programs and we can help so many people. Right now, all the data that is being collected is just being used to show you your future smartphone, to put a cookie in your computer and show you what kind of jeans you might like, what kind of car you might like, what kind of credit cards are out there. Yeah, that is all good. But why we don't use this information to help people? We can find out when is the food is gonna go bad, how much food each store is throwing away. There's plenty of resources in this whole world for everybody to be comfortable. There don't need to be some people richer than other. If you're wealthy and if they are good with that, that's great. I'm not saying that wealth is not good. What I'm saying is we need to help each other. There's only one planet, and we are smart enough. We put a man on the moon. We created the internet. We can create this. Help me. Help me create Pangea's Ultima project. My website is www.pangea.systems. My email, I will put it at the end. You guys can send me emails on anything that you think it will help me. I'm going to kind of show you on my proposal a small example of what I'm talking about on the next slide. So last term, I created a assignment for Dr. Pelosi on ITS 275. He wanted me to create a program with Visual Basic that will find the three-letter code for the countries that were going to be participating on the Olympics. Well, so I sat there and I'm like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to create this program? And the first thing I thought was like, well, the information is already there. It's on the internet. I can just copy it and paste it into the program. Not so easy. So next thing I said, well, let me copy it. I will put on an Excel spreadsheet and I will get into the program. Not so easy neither. So I had to do and type each country and each three-letter code to the computer, into the code. Was very arduous and it was a long list, but it's okay. I'll learn. Maybe there is an easier way. Maybe you gentlemen and ladies out there that know a lot more about computers than me will know a better way to do this. And I'm pretty sure there's hundreds of ways we could have gone down this issue. But what I realized was AIs, yes, they go and get data for you, but they don't use it themselves. That's the way and the reason why we're using data is not for the right things. For example, here you can see that all the countries that I copy on the left side, they are on the code, one by one. And I was like, man, wow, I got an idea. Let me try to invent a algorithm or a way that the computers will go find their own data. How cool it will be if a program will come in and find that one person, 1 out of every 9 people worldwide suffers of chronic hunger. So we'll have a computer program find who is that one person, like you, come here. And then we use the same program to create and find all the food that is going to waste in this world. And we redirect that food to them people. That's what I am trying to accomplish. And that's why I need help. I don't know how to do this. I'm in Pampers, I'm learning, but this is my goal. This is what I want to do. And I'm putting all my money, all my research, all my time into creating this. So, why Pangea Ultima? Well, according to the definition, Pangea Ultima will be the future. Remember I told you at the beginning, Pangea was the world on the Triassic and Jurassic era before it split out through all the continents. Well, this will happen again, and according to scientists, it will happen in the next 250 million years. When they come back together and correlate into one supercontinent, that supercontinent name is Pangea Ultima. Some people call it Pangea Proxima. Neo-Pangea, and Pangea 2. Well, I'm trying to bring the world back together. We are humanity, and humans, we cannot be alone. This is the only planet that we have. And I am actually in the army. I'm a special forces operator. I've been all over the world doing missions, South America, Africa, Middle East, and I learned a lot of things. And but one thing that I cannot take for granted is that we are all alike. Doesn't matter if we are in Africa, if we are in South America, if you're in Europe, we're all humans. We are just so similar. Just because we speak a different language, just because we look different color, that does not mean that we cannot coexist. And I'm trying to bring balance. I'm trying to create this system to create balance in the world. There's a lot of people that are not gonna like it because they just like control, maybe. But I really, really, really going to do this. So if you know how to help me, stay tuned, and in a couple seconds I'll give you my email address. In conclusion, so maybe I don't need to create a new AI or a new program. What we need to do is a system. We can use the AIs that already exist, and these AIs can be adjusted to work more efficient, be portable, programmed to manage all this data and ensure that it is used to not only help people, but for good. An architecture that is neutral, programming entity that will use this whole internet as its repository to provide a broad scale success. This information and data are already available. We don't need to go back and rewrite the data and the code. Now let us interconnect all these artificial entities and enable a new use of the internet to prevent the world hunger, to stop global warming, to avoid wars. This is my system. And my system, I call it Pangea Ultima Systems. Well, this is my email. You guys can reach out to me at abusi@pangeasystems.world. Special thanks to my family for helping me with my dream and always be there when I need them. To Dr. Bab for giving me this assignment and spark my curiosity and help me find my way. Dr. Pelosi, thank you so much, sir. Um, you're awesome, great mentor, and yes, I just got my information for the doctorate at Nova University, so we'll work on that. Dr. Mururi, thank you for your advice and research help on the economy side of this program. Dr. Chen, same to you, ma'am. Thank you for the help. Last but not least, to God, thank you, God, for giving me this mission. I will do my best and I will not fail at it. I have never failed on the mission. Thank you, everybody, for listening, and God bless you. Have a great day. See you on the rooftop.